Hey everybody, so welcome to the channel. We got Sammy, we've got Lucky here, starting with some grip fighting. I'll be pausing and stuff if you're gonna, so we'll talk about some things. So what's happening here is we're just kind of like, doing some hand fighting. I think I get a good, so go for an arm drag there, but Lucky responds. Lucky's super strong, but he's really good at trying to use the technique and not over-strengthening things for the most part. Here's a, so those first two arm drags, if you'll see, like, I kind of see how he spins around, and then so on the third one, I allowed the spin to carry me back towards him, and I kind of hung on there for a second. So now, I have this overhook, so my right arm is attached to underneath his elbow. And so my weight is all focused right underneath there. And from here, now I switch to, it's sort of a guard pull, but you'll see what happens is it looks a little like a lazy guard pull, right? So what I did was I had this grip on his arm. So my right hand is behind his elbow, and it's cross tensioning with my left hand. So my left hand is kind of, it's not pushing, but it's just keeping his arm from moving towards me, and then my right hand is pulling, my weight is into my right hand, and I'm pulling that, and then so it's uncomfortable for him, so he has to come forward to relieve the pressure, and then so what I'm doing is both my feet are just blocking his posts when he tries to adjust, and then he has no choice but to kind of fall towards me, just like that. It doesn't have to be like a super hard pull or anything. You can, you can do it as long as you have a nice connection with your partner. So his posture is broken here, so I just kind of put my leg over. I'm not necessarily trying to get anything specific. This is the first round of the day, so we're just kind of starting off, just kind of playing it nice and slow. Kind of pulling up the thick grip behind his right elbow, putting my connection there, put my weight, and then so my I'm not pulling, but I am connected underneath that elbow, so it's hard to get it back. I'm just kind of seeing how's he gonna defend here. I'm just working through some potential triangle armbar threats. So I'm always thinking about my knees, coming up. And so it's kind of threatening the triangle a little bit, seeing how he's doing a good job of keeping this elbow and this arm in. Seeing if I could free my hip to slide it over, but he's doing a good job of keeping it attached to my hip. As you can see, I'm not really squeezing. I'm just kind of again connected, cross-tensioned, and just kind of leaning my weight to keep his posture broken. And it kind of drains the other person's energy trying to, defend all these things if the threats feel real. So I'm going to get the feet on the hip there. And again, this is just keeping, a lot of threat on his arm and for the triangle there. I think we're about to reposition because we're getting kind of out of frame. So what happened here was he threw my legs over. And people, they like to do that, especially if they know the triangle is a threat. So what actually happened here is I got my shoulders up underneath his elbow, and so now I'm sort of my own doorstop, if you will. So now him driving into me and grabbing my legs is actually connecting us. And so if you'll notice which direction my feet are pointing, so his hips are facing the ground, and my hips are now facing this way, so it's going to be, I have more shoulder range of motion than he does in this direction, so you'll see that I'm going to grab this crossface, and so it's going to be very difficult for him to keep my legs because I have this crossface. It's not a super hard crossface grab. I'm just doing it enough so that he can't move his head in either direction. And so now his head is connected to my shoulders, and so it's going to be difficult for him to keep my legs, and he can't. Now that crossface could be a finish. You could keep finger walking up and make it really uncomfortable. But tougher people probably aren't gonna tap to that. But you know, you might be able to tap some people. Although it's it's like one step below wrist locking somebody's. You know, you want to have your friends on the mat. So we're just continue to work. So luckily it was coming towards me, which kind of gave me the opportunity to just kind of we heard the bell from the other side. We're just making sure it's not our bell. So it kind of put him into my guard, allowing him to kind of knock me over and push me down there. And so now, if you'll notice, what I did here was he has a grip of his right hand is gripping my left wrist. But what actually happened here was he wasn't letting that grip go, and so I just moved my arm to allow my left knee to come where I wanted it, like up to his shoulder. So can't get rid of the grip, so that grip becomes, okay, I'm just going to kind of puppeteer you back into where I want the position. So now my knee is up. It's a little more threatening, and my foot is on the hip. So what happened there? What happened here? This looks like sort of a really easy kind of mount. So what happens? I'm using him falling back. My connection is right here. So as he falls back, this is all one piece. So I'm allowing him to pull me with him right there. So I didn't do much there at all. I just kind of like allowed him to pull me. And so now I have this hand on this foot, which now if he tries to push towards me, I can move my hand away and deflect this energy. And now this left leg is going to be making it difficult for his right knee to come any closer until I'm able to step around this knee and just kind of not set off the alarm here. And then there it is, and just kind of come into the mount. And now right here, so initially he had a good position, and that was going to be all right. So this was fine until that happened. So now there's a lot of space under here. I'm just going to take that space with my body, so his arm is unable to come forward. And now my connection to the ground is here, and I'm going to keep my weight off of his hips. So now my body is blocking his arm from coming back this direction. And right here, in order to stop from being flipped over, I'm going to disconnect from his hips. See, right there. And so now you can see I have all my weight on the ground. And I'm not crushing him. I'm just pushing his elbow that way. And as you can see, I still have the position. So all I have to do is plant my right hand to keep from being rolled that way. And there's really nothing you can do about it. And I think the round's about to end, but we still just keep maintaining this control, this mount. Especially, it's great if you can get somebody who's stronger than you to if you just control them. I think that's making sure your technique is good. So thanks for watching. Do the liking and the subscribing. Check out the Radical store. Go to radicaltrivia.com. The Patreon information's on there if you want to support the channel. And we'll see you next time.